Hello and a warm welcome to the Stade Saputo. Nigel Reid alongside Lloyd Barker. Well, Montreal enjoying the expansion year, but they have a major problem. They want to be better than this, but they've got a big problem defensively. Montreal, 2 changes from the team beaten in Philly at the weekend. Speedy winger Nyassi is back from suspension on the left side of midfield, and recent signing Denis Yapikino, a Swiss defender, makes his first MLS start to FC last time out. Patrice is back in goal. Darius Barnes into central defence, while Kellyn Rowe and Ryan Guy are drafted into midfield. His first in Montreal, though his most recent assignment was the all-Canadian matchup between Toronto and Vancouver a week ago, one which Toronto FC won by 3 goals to 2. Bernier is still there, as is DeVayo. DeVayo lines up, tries to curl one, and it needed the save from Matt Rees into touch for another corner. Second in swift succession inside the first 5 minutes for the Impact.
Well, we've seen from previous games that Marco does have a good free kick. This one's a little bit from distance and never had quite the power to beat Matt Rees.
DeVayo with the corner. It's deeper this time. The clearing header drops to Nyassi. Turns inside. Nyassi goes for goal. Took a deflection. It'll be another corner. Well, the early stages are that Montreal are in the mood.
Well, they are a team that does like to have shots at goal. Nyassi just set himself up. He always wanted to come back on his left and does so, finds a little gap. Just aiming for that far corner. Well done, Matt Rees, to push that for yet another corner.
Felipe. DeVayo turns. Looking for Nyassi, who's gone down in the penalty area. What's the referee given? It's a penalty. Nyassi tugged down from behind, referee saw it, dashed to the spot, pointed to the spot, penalty to Montreal.
Well, what a turn, Marco DeVayo. Felipe finds the Italian in the gap. What a turn. Does all the work and slips through Nyassi. Sar's always on the wrong side of the man. Chris Tierney, an easy call for the referee to make. Got to give DeVayo a lot of credit there. Starts with the exceptional turn.
Patrice Bernier with an opportunity to give Montreal the lead against the New England Revolution. Can the Canadian convert? Referee stopped it. That one won't count. Conversation between Rees and the referee. Jesse Marsh can't quite believe it. The penalty will have to be retaken.
Well, Matt Rees is doing something I've never seen that. He's standing nearly in the back of the goal. Basically, the referee is telling him you got to start on the pitch. It's in the goal, it's off the pitch.
Well, I believe the rule is you can't come off your line, technically. You can dance around on the line now. The fact of the matter is, Patrice Bernier has a second opportunity against the veteran Matt Rees. The Canadian, to give Montreal the lead, has done so. Bernier's 6th goal of the season. No, in fact, the referee's called it back for a second time. I do apologize.
Yeah, he's called it back because Patrice Bernier has stopped his motion, and it has to be that. He's telling him you cannot stop your motion. It's got to be a continuance. And so we're going to see this for a 3rd time.
He has used that stutter step and has got away from it before. A 3rd opportunity. Scores. This one does count. Patrice Bernier gives Montreal Impact the lead at the 3rd time of asking. It's 1-0 Montreal.
And that's a psychological test if you've seen it. Taking a PK 3 times in a row. Credit to Patrice Bernier. This time there's no frozen motion. There's no hesitation. It's straight through the middle of the ball and in the back of Matt Rees' goal. 1-0 Montreal.
Got those games in hand, but I bet you would rather have points in the bag. Let's say he didn't argue. Sen in behind. The first look at goal from Sen, forced a save out of Donovan Ricketts. Had to be quick to get down. It's a corner for the Revolution.
Well, they just hoofed this ball up to him and hope that the big man can pull something out. In fact, he does. It's a good battle. He tries to actually hit it first time. He doesn't get all of it. It doesn't fall to him nicely, though, and he slices a quick shot off. Ricketts was up to the test.
11s. Quinn goes for goal. He's hit the crossbar. It's gone in off the back of Donovan Ricketts. A minute before half-time. The Revolution are level. It's unfortunate for Ricketts. It rebounded off the crossbar. We're all square. It's one apiece at Stade Saputo.
Well, what a cracking goal. Nguyen, so ambitious. He picks it up in the gap. He's thinking, you know what, halftime is almost here. Let me have a goal. And look what happens. It comes off the crossbar. Donovan Ricketts doesn't get any of it. Tries to touch it over. Instead, it comes down just behind him and hits off his legs and back in the goal. Almost a blooper goal, really, and a brilliant goal from Lee Wing and his perspective. Gets a little bit of a hop there, too. Sweet spot off the laces. Smacks it off the crossbar. Unfortunately for Ricketts, comes off the back of his leg.
Still Arnaud's gone down now. Is that another penalty? Not this time. The referee not interested. Well, Arnaud was clean through. He can't believe that the referee didn't point to the spot. Mr. Bazakos decided that was not worthy of a second spot kick. Picks it up. The Revolution. We'll have another look at that in a moment. Alston on the ball. Just outside the penalty area. Goes for goal, Alston, and wasn't far away. It was dipping, didn't quite dip quickly enough. Now, what about that Arnaud challenge?
Well, more drama early in the second half. He does well down here, I know, to pick this ball up, cut the angle. An even better job by Devaya to find him. And I think that's a PK.
Challenge came from Barnes, and that was the shot that flashed over from Alston a moment ago. Felipe mainly. It is Felipe. Wall took the sting off the shot. But Matt's got some room on that far side. Can he find the right cross? Oh, he can! Oh, he can! Nyassi, first time, spectacular. Impact back in front. It's 2-1.
Well, finally he finds the target, Justin Mapp, on numerous occasions trying to pinpoint the ball in. Well, this time it works to perfection. Back post to Nyassi with his brother watching from the sideline on the opposing team. Nyassi says, young pup, check this out. What a beautiful volley on the sweet spot. Matt Reese has no chance. It's a near post finish, just simply not able to get across quick enough, and Nyassi slips it in. Impact up 2-1.
Fabulous cross and an even better execution. That's pinpoint accuracy. He had one chance and one little chink of light between Reese and the upright, and he found it. Impact deservedly back in front. And the celebration for the little Gambian.
And so as much as it's odd for most of these fans to see Felipe sitting in that hole and not really joining the attack, that's what Jesse Marsh wants.
The ball forward, Matt's in here, Reese is quickly off his line and needed to be to clear the danger. To deny Matt. Not this time. Doesn't, Saws must. He went back in his own half. Last chance surely for the Revolution. There will be no more chances. Referee blows his final whistle.